Good evening. This is Ginni Aneja here again, and I just finished uploading a video about how the lunar and the solar eclipse is going to affect all of us around the world as far as our lives are concerned. Uh, I also did the 12 sun signs, and I specifically did separate readings for relationship, health, which did not include COVID, that I will be doing here, and finance, relationships. But one thing that I would need to do before I go on to the COVID is what changes does this bring in Mother Earth's on Mother Earth, in Mother Earth. So I am going to be doing the nature cards. This is a deck which is basically about Mother Nature. I'll show you. Nature Whispers, it's called. This is the deck. I've done it a couple of times. And last time on the live, I had also done the dragon card. So I will pull one dragon card to see if there are any major shifts in the energy. Okay, it's fallen out. Thank you. The Earth Dragon. Oh my God. Clears your path and the land around you. Stay grounded. Be ready to serve. Stuck energy is clearing. You can move forward in life. Amazing. What does this explanation say? Let's see. Earth Dragon says they are the fourth dimensional earth dragons are brown, the color of the soil. They love the planet and the land itself. That means a lot of Mother Earth shifts are going to happen. It was these sturdy dragons who helped to build the original dragon lines that we now call ley lines. Part of their service work is to travel along them. So that means there's going to be a shift in the ley lines. Part of their service work is to travel along them to clear them when asked to do so. When we send an instruction to the earth dragons to work with the ley lines, they can power away under the surface to clear any blockages. This impacts hugely on people and situations in the vicinity. Earthquakes, volcanoes. They can also help to ground us and our mission in this life. It is time to clear unwanted energies that are preventing your life from moving forward. So what basically means is the underlying energy in maybe your relationship, or the underlying core reason for your health issues or your financial issues, those are going to be raked up so that you can cleanse it, clear it, and move ahead towards better times. Some of these may be in the earth under your home or office or where you travel. I don't like the sound of this. Call on the earth dragons and ask them to remove all that is not in accordance with divine light. Then sense the frequency rising within the land and on your path. This card also suggests you may be called on to do planetary service work as the earth dragons, which yes, even I agree. Everybody needs to work towards planetary service or humanitarian service. So as the earth dragons will take the opportunity to cleanse any ley lines you focus on. Take a moment to direct them to clear the planetary grid and visualize the grid glowing and shimmering. Please try and do that. Visualize it. Take a moment to direct them to clear the planetary grid and visualize the grid glowing and shimmering. When you walk, think of the earth dragons and connect with them through the earth. So try and, if you can, walk on Mother Earth barefoot, or at least sit on grass or the soil or Mother Earth, and try and connect with the earth dragons. Ask them to, you can even lie down for maybe half an hour or an hour on the floor or in the garden or in the park ground. Ask them to ground you and your vision, for this card signifies that you are now boosting your spiritual journey and you are ready to fly. Notice the progress you make. This was nice. Earlier it little scared me about what it was saying. And let's see what the nature's whispers tell us. It says, celebrate the differences. I'm again going to read out from the book so that I don't miss out. And you are worth it, an adventure. I'll show you the cards. Celebrate your differences. Beautiful cards, aren't they? You are worth it. So glow and grow like those candles and that lotus. And I see the ship sailing in. Beautiful. And adventure. Sea adventure, hills, lake. Let's read what it has to say. You understand that everything in life comes with an opposite, even within yourself. You have polarity, male, female, high, low, good, bad, light, dark. It is our differences that make us unique. Every human being is different. That is why it becomes so difficult to understand each other. Celebrate those differences instead. We all come from the same collective and have all the light of the inner soul. The more we learn and grow in our thoughts and attitudes, the more understanding and compassion can develop within our lives. Take a moment to appreciate an individual for the qualities that they are sharing with you and find what learning can be gained from this situation. I just spoke about this earlier when I was doing the cards for the 12 sun signs. And the next is you are worth it, which says that the only way you can accept, respect, and cherish others is by accepting, respecting, and cherishing yourself. Self love. Accept praise and credit when it is given to you. When you learn to be accepting, you allow your true potential to bloom, blossom. You claim your worth and reflect that light to others. When you see yourself in this light, other people cannot help but respond to your personal sense of value. When you see yourself in this light, other people cannot help but respond to your personal sense of value. As you strive toward more self-love each day, you will find yourself infused with new energy. It is okay to walk away from relationships that minimize or hurt you. Enjoy and love who you are. This is so much in sync, both these cards, with the cards that I did earlier in my previous video on the sun signs and general reading for people generally in relationships, finance, and health, about the lunar, around the lunar and solar eclipse. Um, and the next card is adventure. Let's see what adventure is going to come across us humans. It is an excellent time to take a short jaunt anywhere that inspires you. I just told you. Are you going to the beaches or the hills? If you enjoy horseback riding or riding a bike, create the opportunity to do this. Just get outdoors and travel. Please do that. It will help you break out of your routine. It may also expose you to a different outlook, a new opportunity, or an escapade. You will really going to feel so much better after taking a break. There is no feeling quite like having the wind blow through your hair or the sun on your back. Amazing guidance. I love it. So where are you planning to go after the solar eclipse? Now, and the most important, the COVID. What is the update on the shift or changes in the COVID situation around the world? Now, honestly speaking, it is very relative to every country, different from one country to another. Sorry, I was feeling cold, but it's still not closed down. Okay. So it is, I will try and there's the war as well, isn't it? Okay. The war, I mean, the civil war that's happening in places, the Israel issue, and Afghanistan, Europe. Okay, let's see. We'll do that also after we do the COVID. So I see things are going to improve. It's time to clean up your life. Get rid of anything that clutters your space. This is exactly what I spoke about in the video where I spoke about the 12 sun signs. And wonderful news is on its way. I see a lot of people getting married or getting into commitments. The size of these cards is so huge. I don't know why they make such huge ones. It becomes even difficult to shuffle. Okay, so I've seen a lot of people do this, but I don't know. I don't agree with that. It doesn't go with me. Although I tried. And just what I thought. I see. So, yeah, a lot of people moving away. Um, so, deaths are, yes, definitely there. I see people dying due to different reasons, which I have already spoken about in the earlier video that I did on the solar and the lunar eclipse. So I do see people dying, but I don't see them dying due to COVID. I see them dying due to other reasons. For some, it may be just time for them to go, maybe age or maybe certain health issues, terminally ill diseases or something. I see some people going due to maybe heart issues, and it's definitely a new beginning. Definitely a new beginning for all of us. It's the end of a cycle. And so let me ask, how is it going to be better or worse in the countries? So as far as COVID is concerned, so let's start with the USA. Um, No, I think it's going to be fine, but I think there are some political issues that may come up. So there is already so that justice about that death has already happened, but I believe that there are certain protests going on, and the police may have to be called into action again. Next, let's come to Canada. Canada, it's a good time for Canadians, and um, they're going to be doing fine. They're blessed. Then let's come to Great United Kingdom. United Kingdom, there may be some kind of, so I see that there may be cases of COVID coming up in United Kingdom. I think I said this in my previous video also, when I did the predictions for May. I said this. Even then it came up the same thing. And this time it may, please be careful, it may affect the children. Europe, Europe is going to recover, but there's going to be again the same thing. Some kind of issues, the way I spoke in USA, some kind of political issues which may call for action from the legal authorities, the police or the army. So I feel that they may need to step in. But as far as, and so the deaths are going to be because of that, maybe because of the protests or something. um, but not due to COVID, definitely not. Now, China. China is going to go through a lot of stress. COVID is going to hit back big time. And the southeast, that is, I'm talking about the islands like Japan and Singapore and Malaysia and Indonesia, there is going to be some kind of struggle, but it is not COVID. And COVID will COVID spread? Yes, COVID will spread, but I don't see it bringing death. I see people falling sick, but I see COVID spreading also, but I don't see people dying. Then Australia, I'm going to come to India in the end, obviously. So Australia is fine. Australia is going to do well. Um, I, I I don't see any COVID issues, any major COVID issues there. So once in a while, a stray case happens almost everywhere, and it will continue for a while. But in this case, I actually feel it moving away. And India, Africa, first Africa. It is going to spread in Africa, but people will recover. There may be people who are meant to die. It's their time. It was destined. Other than that, people will recover. So that is one good thing. Now, India. It's going to get better. People are going to start feeling better, but they will not prefer to move out a lot. They would prefer to stay home and be precautious. They should do that, is what I see here. Or there may be the lockdown imposed in many places, or it may be extended. Now, let's come to specific places. Delhi? No. Delhi, I see a lot of people passing away, especially children. They may lift the lockdown after the eclipse. Yes. And Bombay? Bombay, things definitely improve, and I don't see as yet COVID spreading or lockdown extending after the 31st of May. I think it's been 30 or 31st of May. 31st of May, I think the lockdown has been extended till. Bombay is in a better place. What about Bengal? Bengal is also going to recover. It, the recovery will be slow, but it will recover. Uh, any other places I cannot think of? Rajasthan. Rajasthan, COVID may be lurking in the shadows somewhere, and they may they may extend the lockdown after 31st. I don't know if it's imposed there as of now, but they may have it. So there are 50-50 chances. And COVID will start getting better, as in the recovery of the patients and the cases coming down and all, that will start getting better. So this was about COVID. Now coming to the wars. Now coming to the war, the civil war and the unrest. Quick one I'm going to do. So let's ask, around the world, the civil unrest or the war situation or the protests, how is that going to play out during and after the eclipse? So first, the civil unrest in many places. So all those people protesting are going to win their war, their battle, their, their protest or whatever it is that they're asking for. And when it comes to the war happening, all those rockets being, thrown, and buildings and cities being burned, after the eclipse there may be ceasefire, they may calm down, they will be forced to calm down, but they will rear their head again. Some kind of authoritative organizations need to step in uh, to solve this issue. They will step in. Okay, so I believe uh, they will win the war. They will win whatever it is that they are out for. And I also heard that there was some kind of activity that was probably happening or going to take place, I'm not very sure, around the area of Gilgit. So I'm not very sure about that, so I'd rather not take that story up. Uh, I think I will end this here. Sushant's case, I will do it live because now I need to look at some other work. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new to this channel, please do subscribe. My name is Ginni Aneja and I am on social media by the name of Ginni Aneja 11. Thank you so much. Do share the video if you liked it. Goodbye.